Hi, I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks for watching us tonight. We have a very special factor because there's no script. Nothing. It's just babbling by me for an hour. Well, that's not true. We're going to have politicians babble also. Now, you're looking at a picture over there at the Hyatt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan. And it's a big Republican gala where they pay a lot of money to eat food that you would not eat for free. And now we're going to have speeches. So Trump's up first. They're trying to find him. No, that's not true. He's there. He's going to come out. We're going to take his speech. It's supposed to be about 12, 15 minutes. And then after Trump, John Kasich's going to talk, and Ted Cruz. And that's going to bleed on over, and we'll go in and out. We're nimble here. We have a lot of analysis on a program because there's 2 new polls tonight to tell you about. So first we have Dana Perino, who's forced to sit here for an entire hour because if I falter, she has to take over. And then we have John Roberts. He's inside the gala, but he's not allowed to eat because he didn't pay any money, so he can't get any food. Then we have Rick Leventhal. He's outside the gala. There's Rick. He's with the protesters. Now, Waters is also there, but no one knows where Waters is. This is true. This is absolutely true. We sent Jesse Waters down there, and we don't know where he is. So maybe the kidnappers, the protesters have kidnapped him, and we're waiting the ransom. And then we have Geraldo. We don't really know why, but he's in the newsroom. There is a Democratic debate tonight between Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders. We'll tell you a little bit about that. That comes up after the factor. And then in Miami, just because we wanted to torture him, we have Bernie Goldberg, who has a pocket hanky and is ready to go. So that's all I can tell you right now. I don't really know where this is going to go. So what we're going to start with, again, we have no script here at all, is the brand new Fox News poll. And Dana and I are going to talk about that. And hopefully Trump will get his butt out to the stage and start to talk so we can cut to that. Now, first, this is 2016 GOP nominee preference. Yep. All right. Trump, 45%. That's up from 41 in March. And everybody thought he was on the downside. He added 4 points. Cruz, 27%. He's down 11 points since March. Do you know why?
I don't know why.
No idea?
No, I don't. I actually don't, because he, in this intervening time, you would say that Trump had a couple of bad weeks, especially when he lost in Wisconsin.
Usual Trump. Yeah, okay. Right.
And Cruz won in Wisconsin, right. And Cruz is winning in the delegate hunt all across the country. And so I think, I don't know if this poll is just an outlier or not, but losing 11 points
poll is usually pretty good. But there's another thing we're going to tell you about in a moment that I don't believe in it. So maybe this one was in. But I don't know why Cruz's numbers dropped 11. And then John Kasich went up 8. 17% in March. He's 25 now, just 2 points behind Cruz.
It could be that Cruz has dropped as Kasich has come up, so that you had all those other candidates drop out, so then there's people are taking a look at their options.
On the Democratic side, it's a tie. Clinton and Sanders, 48% for Clinton, 46% for Sanders, but that's in a margin of error. Clinton's down from 55% in March, so that's a 7-point drop. And the Burnmeister is up 4% since March. So dead heat, and that's very interesting, because Sanders could win here in New York, and if that would be a colossal upset if that ever happens.
There's one other thing about that, too, which is that I find this very interesting. In that month, Clinton's support has declined by 11 points with women, and Bernie Sanders is up 9 points with women. Okay. So in 1 month, if you have Hillary Clinton...
what did she do to the ladies? Did Hillary do anything to the ladies?
Nope. No? Maybe they're all just feeling the burn.
Yeah, we don't know. I don't know. All right, now here's the really weird part, to quote Hunter Thompson. Okay. This is really weird. Ready? All right. Running against Bernie Sanders, John Kasich, 43%, Sanders 47%, beats Kasich. Cruz, 39%, Sanders 51%, beats Cruz by 12 points. And Trump, 39%, same as Cruz. Sanders, 53%, 14 points he beats her. Now, I can't imagine. Can you? Do you have any idea?
I don't. Last night, Bernie Sanders had that huge event here in Washington Square Park in New York. He says it was 27,000 people. Yeah, so in head-to-head matchups, one of the things that we always focus on is how would any of these Republicans do against Hillary Clinton, because we just assume she is going to be the nominee.
Well, let's give Clinton's numbers, but we'll get back to the Sanders thing, because this is what I can't. I just don't believe it. Anyway, Kasich against Clinton. Kasich wins by 9, 49-40. Yep. All right, Cruz tie. 44 Cruz, 45 Clinton. Trump 41, Clinton 48. Trump loses by 7. But let's go to the former communist Gerlado Rivera, because he's more in tune with Bernie Sanders. You believe these numbers that Sanders is beating the Republicans like that? It's a 1,021 registered voters.
It's pie in the sky. But that picture you have up of the Grand Hyatt Hotel. Yeah. 15 seconds on the Grand Hyatt Hotel. When you and I were just starting out, 1976, the city was in the toilet. The Grand Hyatt Hotel was a hotel called the Commodore.
That's right.
You couldn't give it away. It was a rat hole, 42nd Street. It was the sum of all evil, junkies, filth, homeless. So a young 27-year-old real estate guy uses his father's influence to get the city to give him the Commodore Hotel. Let me fix it up. He got a 40-year tax abatement. The Hotel Commodore became the Grand Hyatt Hotel. 20 years after that 27-year-old made the deal, 1996, he sold his half interest for $143 million. That 27-year-old was Donald Trump.
That's right.
So,
Trump rehabbed
what does
that place.
It tell you? It tells you that put aside all of the issues that we have. I obviously have problems with immigration and Muslim exclusion and all the rest of it. But to go back to what is his strong suit, the guy I saw in The Celebrity Apprentice. This is a brilliant businessman who's actually employed people and paid taxes, and those people have paid taxes. It shows you a level of competence in a chief executive that is, I think, what he should be emphasizing instead of this crazy stuff.
Well, do you know why Bernie Sanders is beating all three of them? I mean, he's beating Trump by 14 points.
It's because of medical marijuana. No, seriously. We have a kid here. Very typical, $35,000 a year employee, graduated college not so long ago, paying 8% interest on her college loan that she's going to be paying off till she's, what, 45 years old?
I understand that, but the younger voters don't make up most of the electorate. This is across the board, 53-39, Sanders beats Trump. I don't believe it. And I have to say, with all due respect, the Fox News poll has been good. I don't believe this. I just don't.
I think that Sanders appeals to, you know, the idealism, the free
he's a socialist, and he wouldn't get anything done. He'd be sitting there eating ice cream from Vermont all day.
I agree. He should run for president of National Student Council.
All right, let's go to Waters. Somebody's found Waters and hauled him out of the bar. There he was there. What are you doing, Waters, exactly down there? Tell the folks what you're doing while we wait for Trump to come out.
Well, you told me to come down and talk to some of the protesters. I did that. It got a little out of control. There were some punches thrown. I was a little overdressed for the event because I'm going to go inside the gala after this. But it was a real mishmash of radicals. You had anti-war people. You had angry Latinos. This guy's yelling fascism in the background right here. A real motley crew of radicals here. And, you know, we just mix it up and ask them some questions.
All right, let's see a little of that. Roll the tape.
What do you dislike about Trump?
Everything. Racism. The xenophobia. Okay. The fascistic, we don't strongman kind of get those people out of here. Don't let these people come in. We don't like this. Scapegoating. The torture. You know, it's asinine. He's plummeted the level, the already pretty bad level of like Republican right-wing discourse about national security matters. It's just gone.
I think that we are skating dangerously close to a Hitler-like situation in the sense that he is talking about deporting groups that are divided along racial lines. And
Obama deports people too. Do you think he's like Hitler?
I think that if you are using this as a campaign slogan, well, I mean, a campaign is like one long job interview. And if this is how you interview and you say, oh, I'm going to change my tactics when I become president, which is what he said, then I just think that makes you untrustworthy right off the bat.
Why are you out here today?
Well, Trump, he's dictating hate and just protesting it, and I don't think it's right.
What's that?
He's just, he's hate. He's spewing out words of hate against all races, and I don't think it's right.
What did Trump say that was hateful specifically?
Mostly against my friend Hispanics.
What did he say?
He wants to build a wall, keeping my friend here of Hispanic culture out of the country. They're sending their rapists. They're sending their rapists. They're sending their worst people. Who the is they? Who is they? Does this look like a rapist to you?
All right. So, okay. What we're going to do now is we're going to take a short break. Trump is, are you going to stay outside or are you going in, Waters? Where are you going? You going inside now?
If you don't need me, I'm going inside.
All right, why don't you go inside? I don't know if we're going to get any more rational discourse from those people. Maybe. But you talk to some people inside after the speeches. Okay, so I don't want to set everybody up so everybody knows what we're doing. No script tonight. We've got a big Republican gala in Midtown Manhattan. You're going to have Trump come on stage soon, then John Kasich, then Ted Cruz.